Qian, don't cry, aren't I perfectly fine? And besides, after going through this, you could say I've turned disaster into fortune. The only one in the Starfall continent since time immemorial. Sword and martial duel saint. Qian. Come and witness this. Heaven and earth rejoicing together. After tonight, this scene of 10,000 thunders cleansing the peak of the all-time sect will probably become a legend. Truly, with one careless move, I've given the Starfall continent a little all-time shock. Feels like we can even use it to build momentum for recruitment. It feels like all the lightning in the heavens and earth has been drawn to the all-time sect. Brother June, just what kind of heaven-defying sins have you committed? Looks like Qian was really frightened this time. She actually held me and slept all night. ChangXiao, the hardest thing to bear is a beauty's affection. I'll have to be even more cautious before taking risks in the future. Oh? So many people. Looks like last night's Heavenly Thunder show was quite powerful. Everyone rushed over early in the morning to sign up. Everyone, calm down, don't push. One at a time, it's not what everyone is thinking. Qingyang, why are you blocking everyone? I've already set up the registration desk at the martial arena. Just let everyone go in. Sect Master, the situation may be a bit different from what you're thinking. Sect Master June, what kind of sin has the all-time sect committed? Yesterday it was struck by heaven all night long. Our second child is at the all-time sect, he's fine, right? He didn't get struck, did he? The all-time sect isn't some evil cult, is it? Otherwise, why would heaven send down lightning tribulation? Actually, my father also sent people to ask whether we need to hold a ritual to drive away evil, or something. Everyone, please listen to me. Thunder is formed from the righteous chi of heaven and earth. Ordinary heavenly thunder does indeed have the duty of suppressing evil and expelling wickedness. But this surging thunder, carrying majestic heavenly might, could it really be only for intimidating the cosmos? Such an understanding is far too shallow. The human body secretly accords with the Tao of heaven and earth and is most suitable for cultivation. However, people consume grains, causing impurities to accumulate in the Tao body. And lightning tribulation is the heavenly trial that allows one to retemper the physical body. By surviving the lightning tribulation, one can achieve twice the result with half the effort on the path of cultivation. And recently, because our sect fortuitously obtained a dragon vein, the terrain rose, bringing us 3 parts closer to the heavens, coupled with our disciples' extraordinary talent and rapid cultivation progress. This triggered the heavenly thunder, elevating the entire sect. It sounds so impressive, is it really true? Sect Master June speaks clearly and logically. With reason and evidence, it shouldn't be false. What I'm about to say next is the key point. Lightning tribulation strengthens the physical body. In the future, disciples' lifespans will greatly increase, and they'll be immune to all illnesses. Then those kids will be truly blessed. But do we parents have a chance to receive such fortune as well? Good question. This here is a peace talisman made from the 10,000 thunderstruck wood at the peak of Ironbone Mountain. As long as it's placed in the home, it can use the power of heavenly thunder to purify the household's magnetic field. Though it can't compare to directly experiencing lightning tribulation, over time it can still optimize one's physique. Such a treasure, on the market, even 10,000 taels of silver would be hard to obtain. Now, no need for 998. No need for 98. As long as you're a family member of an all-time sect disciple, you can receive one directly. The peace talismans are currently being produced at full speed. Uncles and aunties, quickly spread the good news to your relatives. Let their children come and sign up, and the whole family can enjoy the benefits. Qingyang, how did I handle it now? No one's saying we look like an evil cult, right? Before it was just a question of whether we looked like one, now it feels completely confirmed. But isn't it a bit inappropriate to deceive these uncles and aunties like this? Deceive? Qingyang, do you think what I just said was all nonsense? Last night, when Qian and I spent the night on the mountaintop, I was being struck by lightning nonstop, so I stayed energetic all night. When I got bored midway, I tried injecting lightning power into stones, grass, and wood. I discovered that only wood can bear this heavenly thunder without exploding. This peace talisman contains both heavenly thunder and my spiritual power. For ordinary people who haven't cultivated, it truly can enhance their physique. Its effects are even stronger than what I just described. That's great. I'll thank the sect master on behalf of the disciples first. As for the sect master's earlier lie about all disciples being able to undergo lightning tribulation, judging by the speed of our disciples' improvement, even if we say they went through lightning tribulation, the people down the mountain would probably believe it. Qingyang, why won't you believe it? What I just said, every sentence was true. It's just that the lightning tribulation you'll experience will be much safer, not coming from heaven, but coming from me. Ha ha. Why is the sect master still being struck by lightning in broad daylight? It's senior brother. Actually, no matter which of the two gets struck by lightning, I can kind of understand it. This lightning's direction seems to be the all-time sect. Looks like they've finally reaped what they sowed. All-time strongest sect? They might as well change their name to the all-time most evil sect. Don't always let the all-time sect affect your mood. You're unable to take revenge now because you're too weak. Where I'm taking you is a place where danger and opportunity coexist. Only by using the hidden passage we left back then can one enter. But because across the entire Starfall continent, only you can enter, you'll have to fight alone. However, you'll also have the chance to monopolize various secret treasures. You will be the only one in the Starfall continent who can enter this place. Be sure to seize the opportunity. What is that place called? The plain battlefield. Senior brother, how does lightning tribulation feel? Does it really strengthen the physical body? Senior brother's spiritual power has indeed increased a bit, and his aura is much deeper now. How about I try it too? Zuiji, you're too honest. When dealing with the sect master and senior brother, you must observe the details. Although senior brother is smiling, his brows are slightly furrowed, and he's deliberately keeping his mouth shut, not saying a word. There must be a problem. This tribulation lightning may indeed strengthen the physique, but it's definitely not as painless as senior brother is making it seem. Sigh. Fei, how did your intelligence suddenly come online? Did you forget the 168th edition of the all-time sect's first rule? Log in and receive 10 consecutive draws. Senior brother, although you're a bit stronger than me, if you think you can easily take me down, that's just wishful thinking. Explosive kick. Wandering among flowers. Fei, you're still too impulsive. Just obediently follow in my footsteps and endure this electric punishment. Tribulation lightning body tempering. The impulsive one is you, senior brother. You actually dared to touch me, have you forgotten? I possess the body of despondency. Hit. Body of lightning punishment. Damn it, I forgot senior brother also inherited the physique of the ancient martial emperor. You didn't forget just this one thing either. I'm still watching from the side. Sect Master, next I'll restrain the disciples. I'll strike, I'll help them improve their physiques. Personally lightning strike this bunch of little brats once. Just thinking about it is a bit exciting. Eh? Sect Master? Senior brother? Why are you two smiling so sinisterly? Sect Master, senior brother, could you please not approach us while rubbing your hands and grinning like that? I suddenly have the urge to cry for help. Help me. Qingyang, you should have almost finished zapping all the disciples by now, right? There should only be a few stragglers left. Sect Master, what are you doing? The whole sect feels like it's about to fall. It looks quite interesting. Do you need our help? Too strong, can't beat them. No, there's no need for more lightning tempering. The disciples second this. Sect Master Big Brother. Sect Master Big Brother, could I also use tribulation lightning to improve my physique? Recently, the innate demon seed said that demonic chi between heaven and earth is surging abnormally. It feels like something big is about to happen. I'm the one in the sect who understands demons the best, so I want to strengthen myself to deal with the upcoming changes. Tribulation lightning can be quite painful, you know. Can Menjing endure it? Look at those brothers and sisters, they're all groaning from being electrocuted. I can do it, I definitely, probably won't cry. Alright. Eh? It feels like static electricity. It seems different from what the senior brothers and sisters experienced. Tribulation lightning is a qualitative lightning art. It no longer relies on quantity to produce results. Even a small amount of current can transform the physique. Then what about the senior brothers and sisters? If I got struck by tribulation lightning into that miserable state, shouldn't they get to feel it too? Sect Master, so we actually didn't have to be struck until we were pitch black, is that so? My full makeup that I just finished, my freshly washed clothes. Sect Master, compensate me for the belt I just bought. So this was the reason you electrocuted us awake in the middle of the night. Qingyang, let's go hide out at the plain battlefield for a while. The Starfall stronghold here, this has increased by at least more than tenfold, right? Yes, now that the territory is larger, if we still follow the previous design and build structures on flat ground, it would be far too lacking in concealment. Any random activity would be clearly observed by surrounding enemies. I now have reliable intelligence that the people of the upper realm won't be able to manage the plain battlefield for some time. We should seize this opportunity to properly remodel our terrain. Sect Master, this is the terrain modification device used before to remodel Ironbone Mountain, right? That's right. These 4 spheres respectively control the east, west, south, and north. The topmost sphere controls elevation. Then what is the 6th sphere at the very bottom used for? Last time we just placed it on the ground to operate it. I didn't pay attention to this last sphere either. Let's try it and find out. Finally made it through this spatial passage. It almost drained all the spiritual power from my body. This is the plain battlefield you mentioned, right? Just like you said, the place where I landed represents the domain of the Starfall continent, because only I. So this place is completely empty right now. Not even a blade of grass grows. Looks like this plain battlefield is really harsh on a newcomer like me. The ground looks as if a huge chunk was just dug out. Let's leave this barren land first, on the Starfall continent. I really don't want to actively absorb other people's spiritual power. After all, watching a person turn into withered wood right in front of me is still hard for me to accept. Since you said the plain battlefield contains all kinds of heterodox cultivators, then there should be quite a few non-human existences like ferocious beasts as well, right? Let my cultivation advance another step further, and let the Starfall continent, on this plain battlefield, become a synonym for terror. Humph? A forbidden land? Why is my spawn point still a forbidden land? Is it because not a single blade of grass grows here? And this steel, why does it look like it was newly carved? Dai Lu, leave this place quickly. Above the spot where you entered, there is actually a floating island suspended in midair. When things are abnormal, there must be something wrong. Leaving as soon as possible is the proper course of action. It's actually... Hun, you might not read much. This is called a mirage, an optical phenomenon. I can explain it to you in detail. Forget it, just head southeast first. There will be an opportunity there to improve your devouring power. This item is truly miraculous. It can actually create a floating island, but the energy consumption is indeed quite large. Using these hexagram stones, it feels like it won't last more than a few days. That small change, the war reparations from the recent conflict alone are enough for us to float in the sky for hundreds of years. Qingyang, bringing you here is also because we need you to redesign a new set based on the current terrain. Sect Master, I'll work overtime to design 3 new construction plans for plain strongholds. The requirements are very simple. Got it, high-end, grand, and classy, luxurious yet still low-key and full of substance. In 3 days, Sect Master can come review the plans. Without realizing it, Qingyang has evolved into such a mature Party B. Then I, as Party A, also need to go out and earn more project funds. The plain battlefield isn't just about slaughter, there are countless treasure resources as well. However, with my current appearance, it's probably already spread across the surrounding continents, making things inconvenient. System, upgrade the forging room. At the same time, list the additional equipment that can be forged after the upgrade, preferably something that can cover the face. According to the host's requirements, I recommend forging the Yuyang set. It includes the Yuyang mask, Yuyang robe, Yuyang outfit, and Yuyang boots. As for weapons, there are two choices, the Yuyang spear or the Yuyang sword. You may choose one. Completing the Yuyang set will greatly increase defense and speed, and also provides extremely strong bonuses to fire element techniques. There are hidden effects as well. This trip is for treasure hunting. Luck is crucial. I'll choose the sword, since ancient times spear users have had lucky. Haven't you seen, even Athena, wielding a spear, is the first to fall in every battle? Host, such rumors are feudal superstitions, believe in science. Coming from you, an existence that can create things out of thin air, you're the greatest threat to science itself. That's a different matter. I still need the host to provide corresponding materials. At the very least, contribution points are required. Forging complete. The strength increased by about 20% or so. SOSO can't really be called a divine artifact. After all, it's a mass-producible set. Later, we can also give the disciples a wave of equipment upgrades. With equipment complete, it's time to go reap the harvest. But this vast plain battlefield, how can one accurately find where treasures are hidden? There are treasure hunting items in the system, it's just at the price. Right, I've got a way. Sect Master, going back so soon? The disciples' resentment hasn't dissipated yet, has it? You're back already? Sect Master, what are you doing? Silence. I'm casting divination blocks, asking the gods whether this trip will yield a bountiful harvest. Excellent. It's the sacred cup. And with Rin Mountain facing up and Old Gu facing down, great fortune and great profit. Do you hear what people are saying? And judging by the direction they fell, great fortune to the southeast, that's the direction. You really think you can rely on mysticism? Think again about my treasure detector, the price can still be negotiated. Nonsense, these two aren't mysticism. They are concept gods. Qingyang, remember to design a treasure vault large enough for me. With the sect master and those two living treasures together, someone is probably going to have bad luck again on this trip. I'm a bit curious. Who will it be? You two are being rather improper. This red spider lily was clearly discovered by me first. How could you ambush and snatch it? Ha ha ha, to say something so childish. This must be your first day on the plain battlefield. You're only at peak yellow grade cultivation. We're in a good mood today, so we'll spare your life. Get lost, otherwise. I'll teach you in minutes what Xian grade really means. I had no intention of creating needless slaughter. Why must you force me? Now you know fear? Too late. How come after hitting this kid a few times, my spiritual power is being consumed so rapidly? Recently, the plain battlefield has been getting more and more bizarre. Most importantly, when you just charged at us, there was a red fellow who plucked the red spider lily away. What's left for us to fight over? It really was stolen, then continuing to fight is meaningless. Be careful, remember what I told you before. Don't try to fool me. On the plain battlefield, killing each other also yields contribution points. If you try to ambush us, even if I die, I can take at least one of you with me. You seem half understanding. Don't you know that when a higher level kills a lower level, the contribution points gained have an upper limit? An upper limit? The plain battlefield isn't a slaughterhouse. It encourages everyone to fight enemies of the same level, or even higher. The plain battlefield isn't just about fighting and killing, there are also all kinds of business dealings. Coincidentally, the two of us are heading to a neutral zone. If you're interested, you can come along. Hun, what they said, is it true? What they said does have merit, because resources differ drastically between continents. People do indeed exchange what they have for what they lack, bartering goods. However, back then we hadn't formed any neutral zones, but if such a place truly exists, then its founder must be a heaven-defying powerhouse to maintain its stability. This place is the largest neutral zone on the plain battlefield, Taiping Town. Upon entering the town, origins and pasts are not questioned. One may trade or heal here. The goods sold here include everything you can imagine, and many you can't afford. There is only one rule: no brandishing weapons or killing within the town. Why are you wearing masks? Taiping Town only protects peace within the town. Once outside, you must rely on yourself, to avoid being noticed by those with ill intentions after obtaining treasures or revealing wealth. concealing one's appearance is the bare minimum. Greetings, 3 entrants. Taiping Town uses hexagram stones as currency. Each person must pay 1 upon each entry. Your companions have already told you the rules. After entering the town, do not deliberately cause trouble. However, likewise, if someone uses force to bully others, you may file a complaint with the town guards. Go on in. Hun, the aura on that gatekeeper is so deep, using a heaven-grade expert just to guard the gate. The force backing Taiping Town is even stronger than I imagined. Many thanks to you two for leading the way and even paying my entry fee. But why are you two so kind? People who treat you this way must want something from you. Ah, so direct? Straightforward people don't speak in riddles. The two of us took a liking to your treasure hunting ability. Although the plain battlefield has had various treasures placed by upper realm immortals, they're all hidden extremely well. Aside from exchanging contribution points for a few treasure clues, one can only grope around on their own, twice the effort for half the result. But from afar the two of us watched you. You merely closed your eyes to sense for a moment, then walked straight toward the red spider lily. Although the red spider lily can only be considered a high-grade spirit herb, its spiritual power is extremely restrained. Sometimes you can walk right past it without noticing. Your ability is truly astonishing, and you're also unwilling to take lives lightly. Why not run with us? The two of us make our living by treasure hunting. Though we're only Xian grade, protecting you won't be a problem. Well, no rush. Forcing you to decide suddenly would indeed be difficult. First, follow us around Taiping Town, and you'll discover how promising a profession treasure hunting is. Oh, right. You can call me Xie from now on. I'm Fan Ba. Taiping Town is divided into lodging and dining areas, and trading areas. The sources of traded goods are rather mixed, but the largest sources are unique specialty resources from one's own continent, even cultivation techniques. Items exchanged with the upper realm using contribution points that may no longer suit the buyer are also often sold. The third type, and the largest in quantity, are treasures and secret caches excavated from the plain battlefield. There's also one kind everyone is unwilling to acknowledge, treasures seized by killing. Here, cultivation techniques, magical artifacts, and heavenly materials and earthly treasures are everywhere. There are even secret arts that can alter physiques, reshape appearances, truly all-encompassing. One can use hexagram stones, or negotiate with stall owners to barter goods. Look, this is the red spider lily, priced at 500 hexagram stones, TSK. I wonder what background that red-clothed kid who stole our item has, and how he even discovered the red spider lily. You two, calm your minds and focus on the treasure in your thoughts. Your recent performances have been quite good. Treasure hunting really does make money fast. It's here. Looks like it's indeed this direction indicated by Ren Mountain. Then Sect Master, it's enough for you to hold Ren Mountain. Why did you bring me along? Old Ge, you're here to eliminate wrong answers. The previous few times, using the human-shaped dragon-seeking ruler, there was still a slight angle. This time it's a full 180 degrees, which means the direction Ren Mountain is pointing to now holds extremely abundant treasures. There's no time to lose, let's go. I can already hear the treasure calling out to me. The treasure is right here? That's not exactly wrong, but aren't these treasures all owned by someone? If you want to enter and trade treasures, each person must pay 1 hexagram stone. If a transaction is completed, 10% commission must be paid to Taiping Town. Taiping Town has only one rule: no fighting or killing. As newcomers to this esteemed place, we may have matters in the future where we'll need to seek advice from seniors. This extra hexagram stone, please accept it as wine money. Your realm is only Xian grade, yet your strength rivals Earth grade. You're quite an odd little fellow, and you know how to behave. I'll give you one more small tip. Have your two companions wear masks as well and conceal their auras. It'll save you a lot of trouble, especially the trouble after leaving Taiping Town. Thank you. Sect Master, that gatekeeper already saw our faces. Could our movements be exposed? Old Ge, you're overthinking it. We're just small fry. He won't remember us. Humph, why do I suddenly feel dazed? As if I completely can't remember the appearances of those two attendants just now. Maybe they really looked too ordinary.